put it on, accidentally put it on the filter on another stream thing I got going. But yeah, hey internet, welcome to yet another spontaneous. We'll kind of slightly foretold previous live show. Um, yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on, juggling a lot of dope opportunities which require responsibilities. But yeah, one of the things um, I was able to make it to was a holistic view of the Palestine Israel conflict. Um, it had a lot of points of view. I mean, I didn't make it to the first day with the rabbi. Apparently, he was saying some questionable stuff. He stopped answering questions because people kept he sounds like he was okay in genocide. And yeah, the general public they tend to be against it, even if they look like the colonizers. They're realizing like the Palestinians or us. They're like working out their technology, their use of force, and how they can, and they're figuring out how they can implement it here. Like because a lot of the police throughout the country get trained in Israel. So it's like when you start seeing them do something and getting really good at it, they start bringing in our authoritarian police force to teach them how to control us. So it's a recognition in that. And I pray that we're starting to see the game. Some people, like their biggest issue is like if like when it comes to something like the Palestine conflict, it's like some lady was like taking it personally. She's like, "Oh my God, I feel like you just hate Jews. You're saying we're all pedophiles." I'm like, no, I hate your government. I hate my government. Show me a government I don't hate. I love the people who are being abused by the government. But yeah, that's just beside the point. But one of the uh, more concerning aspects of this, regardless of how you feel about what's going on in Palestine, doesn't matter, right? This is just something that should concern everybody, right? They're like, there's news articles talking about how Palestine, they're having these robots, these military robots unleashed on the people. And we've been building a lot of these fucking robot dogs with the flamethrowers and the machine guns, all this crazy shit. And before all this stuff with Palestine, this was like a concern of mine. Like it was the last video that got censored on YouTube. After losing 4 channels, I tried to, do something with my, I tried just making like a year-end top 5 video for my tech channel, and it was just top 5 technologies that we should be concerned about. And of course, the robots, they were on that list. It's like, I seen Terminator, what is it, the Mitchells versus the Machines, RoboCop. I've seen all of it. It's one of those, I don't trust the robots. Sorry, I'm not like, I never use Chat GPT. I have no interest in using it. I'll develop that part of my brain, figuring out how to do it myself. But yeah, there was this one article, and it sounds kind of fawning. Don't want to read the article because it's from MSN, Microsoft Network. They're the MSN and MSNBC. But yeah, they were like, how robots are revolutionizing the battle in Gaza. Revolution. It's a robot revolution. This is the shit that was prophesized in Terminator. Now it's being unleashed on the Gazans. But regardless of how you feel about Gazans, should a private corporation with a long history of criminality, like they got it on the books, and then a lot of shit you never hear about. That's what a NRA is. That means they could do crime. They could be like a pervert. They could like kill people, poison people. You sign a NRA, you can't speak about. We will never hear about it. And it's just like NRA. NRA is National Rifle Association. I'm thinking of non-disclosure agreement, NDA. Yeah, NDAs. They're tools used by predators. So someone who is a predator, like these corporations that are now making literal like predator robots to just swoop in and kill people. They're revolutionizing battle. This shit, it should be concerning for everybody. You love the Palestinians, you hate them, want them to die. The fact that they're having revolutionary robots being released, and they're going to be doing some testing on, see if the Palestinians can, they already starved them. They got them weaker. They like, maybe the robots will win this time. Maybe the robots are pussies. Who's to say? But I don't want them to be able to continue investing our money, subsidizing these kinds of industries. That's like the craziest shit. That's what these partnerships are all about doing, like figuring out how to take our money, fuck over one group of people. Everything they learn, they bring it back to us. They're like, okay, this robot, this will keep those motherfuckers in line. And then like we end up funding our own oppression. And this is like, if once again, don't give a shit how you feel about Israel. Love them or hate them. Do you want corporations with killer robots? You think anyone should have that kind of unaccountable just power? And it's just like they're private corporations. We're talking about like they do all kinds of shady shit in the dark we don't find out about until decades later. You look at CIA, it's like the only stuff that we have confirmed publicly is this shit they did hella years ago. And then we start finding shit out, and then it's just like, well, that's just speculation. That's speculation. We got rid of those rabble rousers years ago. And it's just like the partnerships we see with them and like doing all this shady shit, making revolutionary robots to go and kill people. It's just, man, y'all need that revolution I've been telling you about. Not another robot, because I remember it was before all this shit. It was these robot dogs, the ones that now they've been had the guns and the flamethrowers and shit, but it was they had the robot dogs being released in Hawaii. Like I think it was Maui, and it might have been Oahu too. But they had these robot dogs just going on, and it was just like it looked eerie as shit. But then like the news article where I learned about it, they were they had a video of the people being stopped. They were like they're just checking on homeless people, checking their temperatures, and like you see like the little scanning, and it's like, yeah, these things seem harmless. They're just checking our temperatures of our homeless people, not giving them housing. It's like checking for weaknesses. It's like, this motherfucker's sick. Let's take him out. They probably had that one armed. They just didn't want to tell the newscaster. That is. I'm not trying to just if it's hard for me to believe, if it's hard for you to believe that robots could be a bad thing, just watch Terminator 2, T2. Watch RoboCop. Watch a Transformers movie. They fighting, destroying our property over a robot war that we ain't got nothing to do with. And then once they become cool, they're just going to enslave us. So it's like best we could hope for is to just get killed while they fighting each other. But then they could organize to just wipe out humanity. And you got to keep in mind, who are they exposed to? Representing humans. It's like the richest, most worthless thieves. And then they see the news, and they see like People like Bill Gates getting praised, never created shit in his life. He's got all kinds of just weird proclivities that they know about. I mean, we know about it too, but the news ain't. News is pretending it's not true. And it's just like they could just think that that's who we all are. Just you're Bill Gates. You're Joe Biden. Imagine being like lumped into the same category of species as someone like Joe Biden. In a robot's eyes, that's like, obviously they're gonna be like, let's wipe all humans. Why are they even here? Like we saying he's senile, but look at him in his prime. This motherfucker's crazy. So I don't know. Just if this should be a warning. How robots are revolutionizing battle. I mean, if we got like if someone out there knows tech, and we got like revolutionary robots in the sense like they transported the brain of like Fred Hampton and Malcolm X into a bunch of robots, and then just cloned them, and they were like coming together, organizing, figuring out how to like save the proletariat. If it was like that kind of revolutionary robots, I would be extremely grateful. But yeah, I don't trust these corporations being in charge of it. So yeah, this is going to be something I'm going to be talking with different groups about how to organize around. That is, you know, the companies that do this kind of stuff, like your Boeings, your Raytheons, Northrop Grummons, and all that shit, the thieves, you know, and then they tested in Israel and all that shit. They get so much motherfucking funding, and they should be like taxed out of existence, and have complete oversight over everything they've done. Because it's like, you know, they work, you know, there's all kinds of news coming about how a lot of these companies are invested in biological warfare weapons. They build vaccines along with their biological weapons. So when you start seeing like new diseases, let's just call it disease X, pops up, and that automatically has just a super quick, the vaccine came out with it 2 days before it was patented. You start seeing that kind of stuff. That's because these motherfuckers are working with the government, working with the Nazis in the government. Let's not forget Operation Paperclip. Look into it. It's too hard to believe. But yeah. Not only are they doing like robots, it's just like all kinds of badness, all kinds of ways of figuring out how to get you sick, kill people, wipe them out. And it's because we're run by people who should be. I mean, if we did have like a robot programmer, somebody wants to do something good, and they know how to do some like legitimate program that will not, it will not falter. Maybe you could program the robots to go after people with over $10 billion. Let's just say $2 billion. And then everybody you got to lower your bank account. It keeps track of all your resources, all your assets, and just like if you know how to program a robot to just target billionaires, I'd like you to reach out to me. We could work together. Till then, we just create laws to prevent them from robbing us. And boom. I realize I got an email I got to respond to. Holy shit, what just happened? Oh shit. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I ended up like controlling my tablet with my computer's mouse, and I was like, it wasn't moving on here, and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck, and I ended up like exiting. I don't know if that was If that was noticed, but I apologize for the occurrence. But anyways, yeah, yeah. Oh shit. Okay, there we go. I think I got it. That threw me off. So now I'm just looking for anything else for the presentation. Oh, I guess yeah. The rest I was just gonna put in post, but yeah, yeah. If you haven't seen it already, I think I still got it on my Rumble, which you get access by going to Netflix.net. Um, and it was the deadliest tech of 2022 or yeah, 2022. Actually, it was right before 2023. But don't like to brag, but I did predict the robots. I knew they were gonna be doing something with them. I was like, they don't just put flamethrowers on robots without like having a plan, and it's not gonna be good for us. So yeah, um, get involved. Don't waste any time bickering about which shittier president should you vote for. They're both horrible. You need to like try to defund the damn robots because they're coming. Let's have like groups. We get together. We watch these like iRobots, like movies that where we get to see the plans of the people creating the killer robots come to fruition. So it just like it motivates people to stick to it. Because yeah, we got to defund these revolutionary robots, and then we could have our own revolutionary robots. Like once we get like the essence of Malcolm X and Fred Hampton, we can get Eugene V. Debs. We can get some badasses, and then we can create that kind of revolutionary robot. But right now, the corporations creating killer robots to go into Gaza, it's a no-go. It's going to be just killing off poor, hungry people. I think that's a mercy kill because they've been starving for a few months. But I'm thinking it's time we bring justice to that area. And that includes locking up a lot of people in their government, a lot of people in my government, and a lot of people just in settler colonial governments in Britain and all these motherfuckers who continued profiting off of all this dumb shit, creating these systems that fuck us over. I'm ready to see at least 1% of the world do the perp walk into a prison and then just release all the nonviolent people, lock up the war criminals. So what happened to the panty salesman? Man, that's it's a long-standing tumultuous relationship. And it's so much love on my end, but it gets mistaken, and yeah, and it's just like some people that I could laugh at anything you throw at me, a lot of the stupid shit I did, I'm right there laughing first, right? Sometimes people they don't like to go down those roads. And I find the whole penny salesman thing like hilarious. And I used to mention it sometimes when people would bring it up to me. Like, man, I ain't trying to be brought down with that shit. But it was like some hilarious moments though. Like I remember it was, we got he got chased by Rent-A-Center. It was like he was dropping me and my sister off, and it was the Rent-A-Center dude came up. He was like, "Are you blankety blank?" And he was like, and then he just drove off, and then he got followed. Like it was a few blocks. I was like, "Whoa, shit!" That shit was. It was confusing at first, but once I realized what happened, I was like, "This shit is hilarious." Just getting a high speed chase with with those rental people. Now I forget what the name of the place they replaced it with, like Aaron's, or I don't think they got the rent a center, or was it rent to own? No, it was rent to own. Now it's rent a center. So it's confusing. They're a great storyteller. Oh man, well, yeah, these are the tales that I tell so well. That's why I've been, big part of the next journey is got offered more opportunities to do spoken word, which is, I mean, all of mine is just stories. Just I know them so well I can rhyme them, but yeah, it's been like dope in a lot of ways. Also, just it's just it's one of those areas that require growth on my part. So, it's like those moments, one of those moments that give you the butterflies, because it's just like, oh shit, this is new, be similar to some stuff, but new, and yeah. So but then just when you do it right, it's just like the reaction. It's very fulfilling. So, yeah, I've been having fun with that, and just more so getting in the live entertainment. But upcoming quarter, we're gonna have like funding for getting some people to help, so I could record a lot of the live stuff, and then also have other people helping with editing, so I'm not like, man, when I start like doing shit my own by myself, it gets overwhelming. Um, yeah, so it's just like right now I got multiple videos in the back burner on my for editing. Some of it is because like I started editing. You know what? It's just a previous version I started editing. I'm not gonna get into all the leads. It's a long ass, frustrating story. But yeah, it just hampered me. But I do got some quicker things I want to edit, and yeah, we're just gonna be, you guys are gonna see what that is, because it's gonna be some new stuff and some old stuff. Dude, you haven't aged. I am timeless. This is something I tried to let you know eons ago, mortals. You foolish mortals. The arrogance and hubris of you to not listen to me. I don't age, I upgrade. Erotic. Say erotic. Erotic. And it's just crazy how that still gets brought up. That was such a just a random occurrence while I was editing. Because I just I was like shooting this video, like something, a response was either Nicki Minaj or someone talking shit about her, one of those. And then I just randomly said it, and I just threw it in, ran it like a bunch of times. And first few people were like, what is this dumb shit? What is going on? So I just chopped it up. No one's gonna like it. But then it became like a cult classic thing to say. People would say it to me publicly, and after like doing something, like following me for a minute, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know, and then like yeah. So it's just weird to see that something that's so random just became a thing. But it's adorable to watch the progression. I fucking love you, man. You got any more emojis? And boom goes the dynamite. Oh, Bagmire. Back when he was funny. LOL. That's adorable. Well, it'd be fun to was thinking of going out to do some live comedy. Um, it's a new world to navigate. Same old Nate, just gotta build up new tactics to get through to people. Because sometimes, man, nothing futs. Um, and plus now it's just like, you know, I get told to be that person. Like they have like the these emails that they want us to send. They got like this whole um, litany of criteria for things to be included. And top of the list, pronouns. Like I always say, my pronouns are thou and thine. I'm filled with a love divine. I don't care about your pronouns. I care about your birth chart. That's my shtick, because I really don't care. I hate when we just get caught up spending 10, 20 minutes of a class talking about pronouns and hearing people's updates throughout the weeks. Don't care, right? Now, one of the teachers at the school, we had this conference. They were talking about what name some of the times you've experienced racism at the school. I was like, you know, kind of went into something else she did. I didn't get into this. She, you know, one of those Ukraine flags, she wore the Ukraine colors and Israel colors, and like, protecting herself. But one of the things, like she was, someone asked me how to conjugate my verbs. Like, I don't know how to use thou and thine. I'm like, thou and thine. You'd be like, Nathan, thou art dressed quite well. Nathan, thine hast made me angry. You know, that's how you do it. And then teacher hears it, and this is after someone introduced the pronouns as dros, drays, ro. Like it's just like bro, it's just Z, just a Z with it, like dros, drays, ro. Like, what is that? What is going on? You're just making stuff up. Okay, that's cool. So after someone already did that and she was cool with it, we had to get the introduction, saying how to pronounce it, beginning every quarter or beginning every class. Fun, silly willy. But then my teacher was like, no, that's just silly. Like you're thou and thine. That's just something I thought you were saying to be silly. We're not gonna call you that. You're he, him. So I don't get to define my own pronouns. Why don't I just become it and that? You tell me what I am. You ask me, and I can't say. People can say all of this other shit. But yeah. So anytime I see anything, like I like all kinds of stuff. Like sometimes pronouns are optional. Just like I opt out, keep them guessing. You figure it out. But yeah, I gotta deal with a wide assortment of people. Some people are hyper obsessed with that kind of stuff, and it's just like I just wish. It's crazy because it's like the younger people who grew up in it and they think it's just so fucking important. It's just like it is completely irrelevant. All that stuff, it'll matter to your lover. I don't give a shit. I'm not trying to fuck with you. Assume I don't care with who you're fucking. Just like let your style be your own. Or if you know, I remember. You might feel the need more comfortable in a skirt. That could mean you're Scottish. Like you want to wear a kilt or something. But yeah, it's just some people they're too hung up on that kind of stuff, and I think it's because of the teachers, like the one I was telling you about, because man, she's keeping them lost, and then like she'll take let's have a moment of silence for Ukraine, damn Russia. I got nothing to say about the genocide going on right now. Anyways, it's all love. Yeah, just one time like she just kept doing it. I was like, I just corrected her. I was like, She was like, I don't know anything about all that. I don't know. I'm not. I was like, obviously, if you don't know any, you don't want to know it, then shut the fuck up about it. If I say something wrong, introduce me to a new fact, help change my mind. But her whole thing is, um, yeah, just very proudly just send the youth in the wrong direction. Well, that's why. Very fortunate to have the position to have. Locomotive Kurt. That's an oldie. I think I got that one. I think that one was on Odyssey. I had difficulty uploading the super old stuff. Because it's always like, yeah, I just hope they got their shit together. I don't know if that one will be on that same list because he was just like a silly kid. We're all silly. I don't know, but I think it's on Odyssey.com. You forever have a place in my heart, bro. Some of the best content I saw. Well, yeah, and it's more to come. I know, I still got employee evaluations, rewinds, old and new. So this is live shows. It's mostly just for connecting with viewers and letting you guys know about the new content. And, yeah, it's just, I lost a lot of my interest in investing in editing stuff when everything I was posting was getting censored and taken down. Right? And it's not just YouTube. I mean, Rumble, that's where I got the newer rewinds. Those are particularly aggravating to edit. You spend days, sometimes weeks, depending on like if I have computer issues. And then as soon as I post that shit gets taken down. So it's just well, that's why I was like, I'm grateful to have people who are who can help with editing. But I'm still like I said, I got multiple ones in here. I just got to get through it, but it's just yeah, a lot of people found great interest in the live broadcast, and there's so much easier, so much funner. Get to connect, get to hear people's opinions live and all that stuff. But yeah, that's not to say that the other stuff is not there, like I said, and figuring a lot of stuff out. So it's edited content is still coming. These are just, it's easier to do these every week when I got like a busy week, so, and I'm blessed to have like a lot of opportunities at hand. So I don't want to miss anything. Plus, this move, getting ready to move again, temporary situation. And yeah, so that shit just it's a hairy situation. Comedy and smarts in your vids. You can easily do your own version of the Daily Show. That sounds good until, because I name one major corporation that I did not just call out, like especially when it comes to media. Let's look at the full screen debacle. That fucked me over largely. Yeah, they're owned by AT&T. AT&T, not only do they own 1/6 of all the media, but they're partners with everyone else. So, yeah, that screwed me. But at the same time, there is an alternative method of getting information out. There are different players who have been able to come across a few times. And, well, yeah, it'll be like some opportunities to work with those people, especially in the live entertainment field. We got like several positions in that shit now. Um, Next one I'm really looking forward to is as a director. But yeah, um, I've been pretty much getting it in, busy doing all kinds of stuff, creating for a lot of different artists. So yeah, that's like I probably should do something like going into detail. A lot of stuff I can't like take pictures of or film because you know it's in the contract. But yeah, I probably could like film. Well, I know some people who filmed it, and it's not mine, so I ain't got nothing to get. I wouldn't get in trouble. But anyways, yeah, no, Daily Show. Jon Stewart is one of those people I had a lot of respect for at one point. It's not the same. I ended up calling out a lot of his acolytes. Like, I've had a video. If you haven't seen it, it's an evaluation on Trevor Noah. And then with one of the organizations that was showing interest in me, it was an opportunity to have breakfast with Trevor Noah. It was like some gift thing, and I was like, yeah, no, no. And I would never want to become the person that you would have to be to run a show like that. Yeah, because they tend to be on the wrong side of history. It's just like so much money where they can't walk away. But I'm just like, if you got, and this is, I hope you're listening. This is what everyone should do. You got over $10 million, and then someone asks you to sell your soul. Like, yeah, you're broken. It's $10 million. You don't need them. You can literally live off the interest. It's just, yeah. And Jon Stewart, he's like one of those people. Seeing him just greatly disappoint me. I mean, I made a video when he did the whole Hillary Clinton Condoleezza Rice debacle. I didn't really touch on like his whole stance, like, oh, they're both people, bad people on both sides in this genocide. Look at Hamas saying mean stuff. Like, yeah, we're talking about an occupying force continuing to kill people while claiming to be religiously persecuted. This is how they colonized the U.S. It's just like I'm surprised the Israelis haven't started giving off land acknowledgments. But maybe they got to wait till they wipe them out before that happens. It's like the exact same fucking playbook. And then at the event, the holistic view, the Palestinian was given the history of Israel. So like talking about Ben Gurion, he was like he was the one who led the fight against the British. I was like, so that is their George Washington. And for those who don't know who George Washington is, he was just a racist, colonizing sack of shit, genocider, Native Americans, slaveholder, just human garbage, or humanoid garbage. And yeah, and that was like during America's very bloody period. This genocide simultaneously with slavery. And then they were talking about all men are created equal. They didn't view these people who they were genociding and enslaving as human. Meanwhile, their entire culture came from it. They were only able to dominate with Chinese technology. Now they want to go to war with China. Right? This is the evolution of this mindset. It's a British colonial issue because we formed our governments to mimic their systems, and they have a very hierarchical structure run by psychopaths, just people who don't create anything, but they control money, they control resources, and they control people by keeping them divided and atomized. So definitely come together and fight the system, fight the robots. I'm about to get notified Probably gonna be a call coming through, so I gotta take care of this. But yeah, I appreciate the sentiment. Um, I just got lost when you compared me to the Daily Show and Jon Stewart and all that shit because it's a long story. It was a few years ago. That wouldn't have been an insult. But yeah, um, if I did get to run my own shit, I would. One thing I noticed, I would have to be able to have like total creative control. Um, I can't only be. I don't only want to be the writer. I want to be the director. I had some shit where I said I can say I was a writer for plays, for a theater, and then everything I had to rewrite it, and then the stuff that I rewrote, the director had a totally different vision. It became something totally different, and that's that. If a Daily Show like idea comes, yeah, like I said, someone out there, man, they want to put me on the way I want to be put on, something I'm happy with. I gotta have creative control. I've done stuff where it's just like I went out for a show, it was like being shopped around like Viacom and shit like that. And it was like just following me and they said that they would, pay my rent and all that stuff. But it was just like a reality TV. A lot of it was just fake and stupid or stuff that I wasn't okay with. But, you know, um, that would have just been for like, just 2 seasons or what is it? The third season is the money season. You do 3 seasons, I'm done. Once I get to 10 million, I'm living off the interest. No more soul selling. But anyway, internet. Don't forget to be good to each other. I do gotta get. Everything's about to be closed, and I gotta move a lot of stuff. So don't forget to be good to each other once again, and peace.